Okay, I've known you for nearly 3 years now. And from the day one I've known you, you've been working, not just working, a full-time job with these children, not care, not linear, not casual, full-time, powerful full-time job with a child of 4, right?
Yeah.
And this one is nearly 3.
Yeah.
She's been working. So how did you, the magic, what kind of job are you currently doing in this full time?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Today I have the Iron Lady with me here, a superhero mom.
Yay.
Yes, by name
Sukiyana.
Yes, nice to have you on my channel today.
Thank you.
This video is particularly to encourage a lot of African women or immigrants, in the UK who have children, and some of them are really troubled as to whether to work or not to work, especially when it comes to looking after children. It can be very, very daunting.
Yeah.
But here is one lady I respect so much. Yes, because even me that has a child who is nearly 10, at a point I couldn't even work because of my child I have. But as you can see from this content, this is her first. And the little one over there who is less than 3, isn't it?
Yeah, Jason.
Yes, in less than 3. But this lady, I met him working in this country, even when that one was. When did I meet you? Your baby was less than 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, can you just tell us, because what profession? You are a professional in what field again?
Yeah, originally a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I decided to put a pause to my career just because of my children, actually. So when I came to UK in March 2021, before I got a job, it was not easy, and then I got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So
with my second
child, I got pregnant.
So Emmy was born in Nigeria.
Yeah, Emmy was born in Nigeria.
Okay.
I came here, she was 1 year, 6 months or so. Yeah. So in Nigeria I was practicing as a nurse.
Oh, you practiced nursing in Nigeria?
Yeah, for about 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not a small nurse.
No, I'm not a small nurse. Don't mind the body.
But don't shoot me little here.
Don't mind the body. So honestly, when I came here, it was not easy. I was just thinking, okay, if I start working, how am I gonna look after the children? How am I gonna look after Emmy? Stuff like that. And then I made inquiries about
sorry, forgive us. We have children around. We can't just keep them away from us. So
in the background.
Any noise in the background, pardon us. We are family people. Yeah, this is the major point of this video. You can do a lot even with these children around. Okay?
Yeah, I've been doing it. Yeah. So that's my story.
Yeah.
So I was like, my husband is actually a nurse still. Mm-hmm. So he was going out to work, and I was home before I was looking for what to do anyway, looking for a job. Mm-hmm. And then we're still contemplating what am I gonna do, what I'm gonna do. I was having one. Okay, and then she was 1 year 1 year 6 months. Mm-hmm. So she wasn't entitled to any free hours or anything. So we then made inquiries about nurseries and then how much we're gonna pay. And the cheapest we saw was Rainbow Nurseries in Berkshire. That was in Reading, and it was like £1,000 a week.
£1,000 a week?
Yes, for 5 days.
Nursery,
yeah.
£1,000 a week.
£1,000 a week.
Hey!
And then, unfortunately to myself, I got pregnant. I was like, God, what am I going to do? At some point, I wanted to abort the pregnancy, but I decided to. Okay, I'm just in the hands of God. I'm gonna do it. I know that God will take me to a better place. So I started working as a carer with my daughter. So I was picking just 2 shifts in a week. Yeah. And then she was going to the nursery. Okay. Yeah, she was going to the nursery just twice in a week. Then what we do is my husband will the days he's off, he will stay with her, and then the days I'm home, I will take her to the nursery because we wanted her to, just for her growth. You understand?
Just like I was doing with my husband when I did care job.
Yeah, and then It was agency actually.
Yeah, okay, agency.
Yeah.
Oh, so you pick the shifts whenever you can.
Yes.
Whenever you are,
shifts,
you were available for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
twice in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened was, there were times that our shift actually crashed, and then those days maybe she wasn't going to nursery because you remember I told you she goes twice in a week.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's this Ghanaian lady that was helping me to babysit Emmy. Those days that my husband go to work and I go to work too. But unfortunately, she was not really speaking, so I wasn't able to like ask her questions. But whenever she got home, whenever I go to pick her, I just saw marks. I see marks on her face. God. Yeah, whenever I go to pick her, I see marks on her face. I really got worried, but because I don't have friends around, and it was just me and my husband. I wasn't having anyone to like help me. So I just continued with the woman, and there's no way I will report her because I was not there and she doesn't have a camera stuff. I was paying the woman actually to babysit. Yeah, I was paying her, but it was like less cheaper compared to the nurseries, the normal nursery. So and then there were times that she would not even want to go there. I was like, Emmy, let's just do this. I was feeling guilty, to be honest. And then it got to a point that I decided to quit the job. I told myself I was not going to suffer and then just to look for money, and then my children or my child will be suffering coming back with marks. I really don't know what's going on, what's happening to her in that house. Sure. Yeah, because she wasn't speaking, so she won't tell me what was happening. She was just a year plus, but she was always coming back with marks, scratches on her face. I know that the woman was actually babysitting other kids, so it could be that other kids she got into a fight with other kids. And then if you ask the woman, she really gets angry. She gets angry, and then the next time you ask her to help you babysit, she refuses. So in my mind, I told my husband I was just gonna quit. I quitted. To be honest. Yeah, to be honest, like.
So let's come back to this question. I've known you for nearly 3 years now, and from the day one I've known you, you've been working, not just working, a full-time job with these children, not care, not linear, not casual, full-time, powerful full-time job with a child of 4, right?
Yeah. 4.
And this one is nearly 3.
Yeah.
She's been working. So how did you, the magic, what kind of job are you currently doing in this full-time job?
Yeah. So just as I have said, like I wasn't happy with the way the woman was treating my daughter, and then I quitted. So I started making friends, and then someone told me, I met a friend from, she's a Pakistani, and then she told me about work from home jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Work from home.
Yeah. So I started applying. My first, and then I got actually, my first month was not very easy because I didn't know how to cope with the kids, and then the work, stuff like
that. What sort of job is that?
Yeah, it's customer service. I was
from home.
Taking calls.
36 hours a week.
Yeah, full hour. Yeah.
Customer service.
Can
you try?
Yeah.
Okay, and then. Because as at the time I knew you, your first child hasn't been to school yet. She just started school last year, isn't it? So you had 2 of them. So how were you able to navigate around this, especially having the children around and making calls and
So at first it was chaotic, like it wasn't easy at all. Anyway, there was a time that I was managing with them. I was trying to like manage with them, but the calls were like monitored, and my managers got to like listen to the kids all over. They now ask me stuff like that, so I had to like employ I employed a white girl here to help me
look after them.
I employed someone to help me look after them.
Okay, but she wasn't a living. She comes when
she comes for 5 hours. So she comes in between. What I do is in the morning my boy still sleeps, and then the other girl, like she understands, like she's better. If you ask her to, she listens. If you ask her to keep quiet, she really obeys and she understands. Oh, mommy is working. I mean, you need to be quiet. So she keeps quiet. She understands. It's just the boy. So what I do is I ask her to come like for 5 hours in the day, just for me not to pay a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just time before, in between, like in the middle of my stuff like that.
Now let's talk
middle
about
of the day.
Your professional job. Though the job you are doing is also a professional job, because looking at you now, you look elegant.
Oh, really?
You know? Because a customer representative, right? Call center agent, you know the way they usually dress. They dress more like the bankers, coin, even though she works from home, you know. So how were you able to transition from having been a nurse in the last 6 years before you got this job? I mean, your CV, nothing related to call center agent, customer service. So how did you package your CV to have gotten this current job?
Oh my God, that's gonna be a difficult one.
You know, so we're just sharing this idea so that other women could learn, you know, that they can move from point A to point B. You know, it must not be that, okay, I've been let me say, I've been like a secretary back home, therefore here we're looking for a job as for a secretary. You know, they can transition.
Yeah,
that's the point of this now.
Yeah. So regarding that, you know how it is in this country. Like when you're looking for a job, you must have experience. You must have experience in that field.
Experience,
yes. So I've never done customer care, but because I was like, and the one thing about them is that they always train you.
Okay.
Yeah, they always train you.
So you never had any experience?
I never had any experience.
And all these things were put in your CV?
I did not say that I never had any experience in my CV, to be honest. I did not say it. I wrote that I had customer care experience in MTN, working with MTN Office Nigeria.
Did you actually work with MTN?
No, never.
but you know the roadside call they make in Nigeria now?
Yes,
that one MTN and
exactly.
So it can be equated to working for
having
worked for MTN.
Yeah, and I did not lie. It wasn't a lie, because sometimes you understand.
Simple and short. It works that way. Yes.
So that was what helped me. Like I just wrote in my CV, I had experience with customer care. One thing about call center is they don't really, there's nothing much to do. It's just your English. Like it's just for you to understand what they say, and then for them to understand you. Yeah, so you don't need to have like big experience. You don't need to have degree in what is it called? All those they are you don't nothing. You don't need to. In fact, they pick GCE level. Yeah, they pick GCE levels. Yeah. So
and how long have you been working as a customer service?
Since when I had my second child, so from 1 month of birth.
So it's been like 3 to 4 years.
About, I would say he's almost 3 now. So about 3 years now, close to 3 years now.
Close to 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you find the entire experience?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's not very easy, because it's not very easy, because I get lonely at home.
The disadvantages.
Yeah, that's the disadvantages. I get so lonely at home. If not for you,
but you concentrate and work with people, customers. You're always on the computer.
Yeah, I'm always on the computer.
Sometimes I'll call you on the phone. Before you know it, I'll be hearing Oyibo voice.
Yeah.
You won't be talking to me. She won't be talking to me again. I will know that customer is on the phone.
Yeah, you have customers there, but you know, still like sometimes you really want someone to like speak to, stuff like that. That's why I always disturb you. I always come around. And aside that, when you work from home, people see you as like people think it's an easy job. People think you don't do anything, but to be honest, it's hard work. It's really hard work, because in fact I feel I overwork, because I look after the kids, and then whenever my husband is at home, he expects me to
do the
to do the wife stuff like that. And then sometimes he even come to me and say, how far? Let's go upstairs now. You understand?
I don't ask you this question.
How far? Let's go upstairs now. And then there was even a time that I was on the call. What Wi-Fi? There was even a day that you don't know what happened. Yeah, he comes to me, let's go upstairs. And then I have kids to look after when she comes out from school. Yeah, and I'm working. So I feel I get overworked. And then the distractions, all these things are distractions. They are just the challenges. But right now, I do my work, I do my job without no nanny, with no nanny, and I work with no nanny right now, and I love it because I see my children around me. I look after them the way I want to.
Yeah, this one is in school now, which is
she goes to school. Yeah,
reception.
Yeah, it's just the boy that, and very soon he'll be starting to.
Okay, now let's talk about the positive aspect of this. Any advantages of working from home?
Oh my God, it has a lot of advantages.
Good.
First of all, I don't have to spend shishi on transportation. Secondly, I have time for my kids. Thirdly, I don't have to buy plenty clothes. I don't have to like buy plenty clothes. Buy
just like me,
plenty
I get
shoes.
Confused on what, like this night I'm gonna start.
Yeah, you'll be thinking of what you are. Yeah,
tomorrow, next tomorrow.
Yeah, even though I know that whenever I wake up in the morning, I just take my bath and then dress. Okay, it gives me that confidence. But I don't like to have to think of what to wear, start buying clothes, makeup, stuff like that. And then I do my school runs myself whenever my husband. To God be the glory. Where I work, they are very flexible. They gave me like 30 minutes break in the morning and then 30 in the afternoon. That helps me to do.
So that afternoon you choose to go for break during the time school is over.
Yes.
Okay, then you can go do school run and get back to work.
Very flexible. Yeah, so I look after my children. I don't have to pay babysitters. You understand? Okay. Like the responsibilities of all these babysitters and the rest is really, really minimal. I don't even pay right now, so I won't even say it's minimal. I do nothing. I just look after my children the way I want to. I am their mother. I am their teacher. I'm my husband's wife. I look after my husband. I give him what he wants. We are always happy.
Even the upstairs one.
Even the upstairs one, which is very important to every man. The upstairs one is very, very important. Yeah, and then lastly, you see all this work issues, like all these issues at work, stuff like that. It's very, very minimal. I hardly have issues because I'm always on my own. No colleagues. Yeah, nobody. No.
You didn't pack the table well.
No, you didn't clean that. No.
You spoke to customer wrongly. Nobody to gossip you.
Nobody to gossip me and nobody for me to gossip to.
Yeah. Anyway, everything that has advantage has disadvantage.
Yeah.
She has just said it all. That's okay. Do you still intend to relax on this pathway, having been on this job for a period of 3 years? Being a professional person in the medical aspect or health aspect, are you considering going back to nursing, or you want to relax and become so prosperous?
So one thing is, I would say I would love to continue
for now.
Yeah, for now until my kids grow a bit. But at the same time, I really want to work on my career. So I'm really planning to go back to nursing. But just to let you know, right now, nurses work from home too. You see all this. You see all this nurse assessors. Okay, we call them nurse assessors. All these 111 nurses, those ones that take calls, they actually work from home. So right now I want to change. I got to I met people, elderly people that advise me.
I have one in this church that said she's a nurse.
She told me to. She told
me. Do you need any kind of special training?
For that, for now, for me to be able to start that, I have to work in the hospital for about 3 months. I need 3 months experience.
Okay.
I need 3 months hospital experience in the hospital, which I'm working on right now. I want to go back and then pursue my nursing career, work in the hospital, get some experience for 3 months, and then I will continue to work from home until my first daughter gets to 10 years.
All right, guys, this is entirely a different topic on its own. This this idea of nurses working from home, I think it's a beautiful aspect of career, working from home for working moms. it's something that I'll bring you back by the time you start working from home as a nurse to talk about this, because a lot of immigrants here, they don't have a lot of information as to a better way forward for them to balance things between them and their family. Sometimes they just choose to stay at home, forget about their career, forget about working, and it brings a lot of commotion or contradiction between husband and wife, especially when one party is just providing money for everything.
It's not easy at all.
It's not great. But what advice do you have for all these immigrants, mothers coming in now, and some of them are really confused as to what to do?
I know. So regarding that, my advice is, if you are unable to work from home, there are other part-time jobs that you will be able to do. Like for Jason, come on, Jason.
They don't carry our feelings.
Yes. So to be honest with you, for all those mothers that are coming in newly and they are thinking of what to do, how to support their husbands or how to support their family, I would say the best thing to do for now is to look for a work from home job. You don't really need any qualification. You don't need so much experience. You can just work on your CV. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. You can just work on your CV, and then you can even look for part-time work from home jobs, and then start applying for work from home jobs. Even if you're unable to work from home or you've been applying and you don't get, there are other part-time jobs that you can be able to balance. You'll be able to balance your family and your career. Like you and your husband will just arrange. You will be doing the night shift, and then he does the day shifts or stuff
or
like
you
that.
do work 2 times in a week.
Yeah, or work 2 times in a
when
week.
Your husband
and
is
then
off.
secondly, all these agency care jobs. There are people that really don't like care jobs. They said is hard, but it's okay. And there are also support jobs, which is easier. It's much easier than care jobs. So you can still look for agency that gives support jobs, and then you pick maybe shifts. Just pick 3 or 2 shifts in a week that on days. You pick 2 or 3 shifts on the days that your husband or partner is at home to look after your kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So regarding the work from home job application, these days they really, really look at cover letters. It was before that people don't really bother with cover letters. But these days, if you apply without cover letters, they will hardly call you. So that's one secret. Always apply with cover letters. Make your cover letters and your CV very, very professional, and you'll get it. There are still work from home jobs right now. I know a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you so much for watching. Like our video, subscribe to this channel, and keep coming back for more. Thank you, Suki. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
I wish to have you again.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're
welcome. I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Thank you for 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah, come
All these children.
Come baby. How about you?
Oh yeah, come, let's take thumbnail.
Jason.
Oh yeah, all of us. Jason, come, let's take thumbnail. Well, they come around, they come see Jason, they play piano.
Say thank you, Amy.
Jason.
Thank you for our channel.
Some fire come, all of us. Sit down.
Thanks for our channel, please subscribe.
Yeah, just hold that thing to this table. Please, you know what?
Let go. Stay still.
All right.
Thank you.